What a
Get to
king.
do something this game.
Someone was like,
Alright.
that
Anyway.
fisherman advice is shit.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna
Unrelated
build
note.
another game. Feel free to keep chatting. Okay, last game of the night. Let's make it count. Characters. I think it is totally fair for people to say that some things that I did during the game did not work out. That happens. That happens, and it is the nature of the game. And I think that it is also totally fair to point out that there's some things that I may have done that made the game more difficult for you. I genuinely do not believe that I could have done all too much after the initial chain of kills, but hang on. Hey.
Hi, what's up?
I just saw your question. There is someone who is asking to sit, but I'm keeping it at 12 players. If you want
I'm happy
to
to
start...
hop out. I need to hop out.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was going to sit to keep it full, but I'd rather hop out if I can.
Sure. All right. See you later then.
Bye. It's been a pleasure.
Rico also wanted. Yeah. I'll do the game request once we actually have a Grimoire. Characters. Another Typhon game, sure. Like another. No Savant. Gambler for Rosa here. Tank Crier was in the bag last time, but it wasn't in play. Tan's gonna need some info, right? Pagnator is kind of rough. I think Puzzle Master and Moonchild. Or I can just do a -1 and do a Godfather. Let's see. Oh, actually, we do have a balloonist. Yeah, Moonchild is fine. Lisa passed with General Mayor, Icon Mother, also here Tom Crier. This works. It's got some survivability, not much extra death. Is it worth swapping Grandmother for Fool? Do I want more survivability? I like the idea of having a house here. So yeah, let's pass this out.
Fair.
Yeah.
Oh wow. At least it nerfs your win rate as evil lucky.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it now? Like 81% or something?
Yes.
My win rate today has gone down from 56 to 51. I'm doing bad today, gang.
Let's see. Are we still sitting on the 61%?
My top
Yeah, we're still sitting on
character
61%.
is...
But you have a 75% win rate as evil in our games.
I think my win rate is so bad.
Yeah, that's really went down today, Matilda.
It's updated to 75. You had 100%.
Wait, really? I was on 100%? God damn, that's
evil, yeah.
That's heartbreaking.
My win rate is 35. That's
Oof.
not great.
How are we all bad at the game?
How was
so bad at the
being
game.
cleared from being the demon cannon, by the way?
Wasn't.
End of the
Solid
Typhon line.
50%. I've won half of the
Typhon,
games
yeah,
I've been in.
That one and the other part is Demon getting into a double claim seemed a little unlikely.
I only just got here.
Hello.
I only just got here. Why?
I'm sorry, I don't have a gardener on this. These things just keep happening.
No, I like it. I like it.
Grimby B
I've
was
never
demon
been
2 games in a row before you came here. So yeah, that was a thing. Anyway, your line is from Mathilde to Cerdilic Randy.
Amazing. Okay.
And your bluffs are...
hold on, sorry.
Yep.
So it's just double checking Matilda, Finch, Cyrodilic Cranberry.
Yes. Sardilic
Amazing.
Brandy.
Brilliant. Okay.
And you've got some bluffs, which are Savant,
Savant,
Tea Lady, and Tinker.
Tea Lady, and then Tinker.
Yeah.
Terrific. Thank you.
Good luck. Bye.
Wait.
Also, where was the DA Protect Knight one?
Me.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Please hold.
Yo,
Hello.
don't do this to me again. What are
Hello.
you doing?
It's a Typhon line. I'm sorry. It's the tokens, Brandy. It's the tokens.
Oh, well,
Daft is the demon. I'll
Great.
send you rolls.
Okay.
Good night.
Sick.
It was just
That's
like
a good point.
the
I don't like doing this to Cyrodiilic again. The problem is that I feel that if I remove the balloonist, Town's just never gonna have any info. And I don't want to do that to them. Okay, so you are, and I think it's just a Moonchild.
because you are hard confirmed and John is hard confirmed, which means that Paul and
Yeah.
Scarambell were also like probably not were impossible to be the Typhon line unless you're evil with them, right? Which is so hard to build at that point.
I'm bad.
Oh my god.
Scatter! Run away!
Hello.
Hi. Always happy to have you here. I just didn't see your messages until later.
No worries.
I just gave the evil team the info. And we've got
I would have been the demon if I had stayed. I'm so glad I dodged that bullet.
Yep. We've got Lost and Tony is protected. There is no widow, so we just need to discuss what to give to the balloonist, to the knight, our mother, and then what amnesiac ability to give. I did something funky last game, so maybe let's do a more normal amnesiac ability this time.
You could wait. How many outsiders are there? One.
Just one. Matilda was the puzzle master. She got eaten up by the Typhon line.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hang on. Let me just check with Brandy. Hey,
Hey,
I just wanted to check if you're okay.
I'm fine. It's the game.
Stop there.
Okay. If you ever need to talk or if you're too stressed and need a sub, like just chat with me, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Best of
Same.
luck.
I was just teasing, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to do this to Brandy, but I really didn't want to remove the balloonist from the grim. I think that would have started out for good very fast, is the thing.
What was their deal to start?
Well, Cyrodiilic didn't want to be evil again, that is the only thing. Cyrodiilic started as the Al-Sahir, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we do? I like giving the pacifist as the first balloonist ping. That's funny.
Yeah. Or you give them someone who's going to die real early.
Grandmother, can we grandmother the mayor, or is it a bad idea? We can grandmother the pacifist, but we give the if we give the pacifists, actually the Moonchild. Why not the Moonchild? There's like pretty high odds of the Moonchild picking an evil player. I think the Moonchild being grandmothered is useful. Okay, let's call Grim BB. Hello.
Finally!
I hope you're ready for your new token. I've got some news for you.
Oh no, is it lucky?
No, I'm just kidding. You're good.
Oh, I'm about to say, is lucky he'll unbeat a lot of Typhon.
Your dear grandchild is Velvet Thunder, the Moonchild.
Of course, it's someone that wants to die.
Good luck.
Oh,
I am just a little tiny bit mean. Just a little bit. I think I show Lucky Brandy as a minion, as one of the pings. So that A, Brandy can just be left alone for a bit, and B, you know, the DA is useful to keep around for a while. Mumble. What else?
do you want to give him his 2 neighbors?
That would be funny. If I give Grimby B, yeah, I can because Grimby B could still be in the Typhon line that goes to Velvet. I like that idea. Yeah. So
Yeah, just to reduce the amount of confirmation.
let's call him in.
Do you want me to be careful about giving out Grim access? Oh, it's pretty Lilith. We trust them.
I pretty much use the typical logic. Like, if the account has a few months old and has played a decent amount of games, that's fine. If it's someone that we know, that's fine. Just avoid accounts that were created like only a few weeks ago and have little to no games on their history.
Fair enough. I'm trying to think.
Hello.
Hello. Lucky, can you say this for me, please? I am not the marionette.
I am not the marionette.
Your pings are your neighbors.
Love that. Okay, is there marionette in the scripts? There's not. Cool, very good. Alright.
Good night.
Might I suggest, for the music ability, it might be handy to have some kind of drunkenness involved, because there's no drunkenness otherwise. So something like an innkeeper type role where you choose 2 and one's drunk but they're both safe, or something like that, maybe?
I mean, I do have the mayor, and I can bounce the mayor pretty liberally if I want to. It depends if they receive trust or not. Let me think. I'm not against the protection ability. I'm just trying to figure out what could be useful.
I don't really care about the protection. It's more like just the ability to get some kind of a boon, but they're drunk. Or like, yeah. It's going to be tricky.
For most of these roles, it doesn't actually matter if they're drunk. It matters to the balloonist, and it matters to the town crier, and late game it matters to the mayor.
I have an idea for
kinda.
Okay, how about this? It's a once per game ability. Once per game, if they choose to use it, they may choose a dead player, and they become that role. But they don't change alignment. Is that too powerful? Nobody could believe it unless it's the assassin, so...
They could just become... if they execute a minion, they could just become a good minion. That's fantastic. Yeah, sure. Sure.
But it also makes people think, oh, maybe they've always been that minion. The Lord Typhon line's down there. It could help put a lot of suspicion on that side of the grim. Just theory.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Supercharged Professor. I like it. Okay. I'm calling the balloonist in. Hello.
Hello.
Your first name is Dimitri.
My neighbor. Okay, thank you.
Yep. Good night. I think the script will be so much fun with the marionette, honestly. Like, I love giving people neighbors because it helps them not break Typhon lines. And with the marionette on script, it will add so much. I think...
Agreed.
I'm gonna have to tell the script owner this. Like, who made the script? Who made the script?
Plus, a marionette can be so useful just to put the uncertainty of, is my information correct or not? Or
I know.
a marionette. Yeah.
Okay. We are done for tonight, I think. So yeah. Oh wait, I put the amnesic reminder token on the Moonchild. That's not right. There we go. All right, cool. Let's go.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. The day has started. You can play the game now. Go off.
Woo!
Let's go. I'm gonna out myself right now. I'm the knight. I'm not outing my pings.
Okay, fair enough.
Hello.
I am not making my savant mistake. Is my ability anything to do with nominations?
Cold.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
You, and then you're here.
Yeah, I came back like a bad
Rude.
penny.
Rude.
I'm the assassin. I'm pretty expendable.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I have a horrible trend of just outing to the demon day one, so I'm going to try to break
Understandable.
with you. I am the mayor.
All right. Good to know. I will keep that in mind and not uncritically accept it because I'm not going to do that. But I appreciate it. I can give you.
Okay, cool.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I just requested a chat with them as well.
Yeah.
Hello there.
So I'm like 100% the savant.
Oh yes, of course.
And
So
definitely not the balloonist.
So your savant information is either you are the savant or you are the balloonist.
That's crazy.
Crazy,
Damn.
I know. Game solving.
I think I've solved the game now.
Great. Good luck.
Thanks.
See, lady.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Early, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, day 3, day 4, I'll start probably choosing people
Oh,
who I
yeah.
think are evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Please.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I
I
would have hard claimed Puzzle Master. Yeah.
Cool. I'm probably gonna go visit the Storyteller because.
Okay, I'll just leave them.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Hey.
Hello.
Let's get some information. I'm gonna do. There are 2 start. Is there how many start knowing rolls are there on here? There's what? Oh, it's not looking good. Okay, there are 2 night ones, or 2 night ones. Night ones, or there is. Oh, is there how many ways are there to drunkenness to cause drunkenness?
I will say.
Or there are 2 ways to poison.
I will say, for the purposes of you start knowing, I would only count rolls that act on night 1, then never act again. Just for the record.
Yeah, no, I said night.
Okay.
Just there are 2 night 1. That's
yeah,
what
makes sense.
You said to me. Or there is a drunk, or there is no drunk players. Which I'm gonna do. Thank you.
Cool. Good luck.
Start I hopefully confirm. Because it confirms me it's good, then you know I'm not like a Vigor killed minion or something like that.
Interesting reasoning.
But early on, if it's later on, I would just say vote me out. If it gets like 7, 8 players, I will just say vote me out to be on the safe side.
All right. Hi.
Oh.
What would you like to do?
I'm happy to match whatever you want to give me. 1s, 2s, 3s.
All right.
I'm fine with it.
I have already hard claimed to somebody.
Yep.
So I can tell you balloonist, gambler, or mayor.
Balloonist, gambler, mayor. I'll give you Fool, Al-Sahir, or Plague Doctor.
Fool, Al, All right, thank you.
Thanks. Good luck.
Welcome town. Heads up. Ambi.
Yeah, I'd like to claim Amnesiac and execute a minion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, this is a
Same.
non-hand. Yeah.
Okay, so
Come
I'll
back
take
to me
that
when
first.
you're done.
I will make an Alsahir guess that Reality is a minion, Velvet Thunder is another minion, and Sandwich is a demon.
Thank you. If there are no further shenanigans, I will take nominations. Lucky one.
Yeah, I would like to nominate Velvet Thunder.
Why?
We talked today. I think that doing the thing would confirm me, and that would be really good for the good team later in the game. So I think that this is a good kill.
Velvet.
I mean, it's a decent kill for science. Sure.
Sure. I'm also a big fan of science.
Okay.
You got me with science.
Majority is 6.
Let's just put 6 on this. Let's not overvote.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
It is a 6.
6 is enough. Velvet.
Can I nominate Matilda, please?
Why?
Just Towncrier and Witch Shack. That's pretty much it. I'm happy to die today.
Matilda.
Yep.
Okay, 6 dice, 7 dice.
Ironclad business.
Concrete.
I am very good at this.
If we could get a couple more noms for a potential Towncrier, that would be useful.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Green.
I will nominate Lucky.
Why?
1, Tankire info. 2, me and Dan have been evil every game so far. So just to clear that up.
Lucky.
So true, bestie. Anyway, I'm already dying, so like this doesn't really help. If you want to kill something, kill somewhere else.
All right.
Matilda, are you tracking boats?
Yeah.
If it does not tracking
Oh, I
votes,
cool,
she's
mate.
evil.
No, I do as evil and good. I do no matter what I am.
Ambi.
Ambi will nominate Green BB.
Why?
Towncrier info. I don't think Green BB's evil. Don't vote on this.
Green.
Yeah, I'm not evil, but normally if I'm evil, it's Lucky and I'm evil with me as well, so.
Okay, 6 dice, 7 dice. Dimitri.
To nominate Sandwich.
Why?
Witch check.
Sandwich.
Okay.
7 votes for the sandwich check.
Interesting. I don't think we should get any more after this, otherwise the Towncrier is getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, like, this is fine. Just leave it here. Yeah. Like, Velvet, is it fine if I, like, be more open about what is happening here? Because you're about to
No,
die.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna come out now anyways.
Yeah, like, Velvet's gonna Moonchild pick me. Is what's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
because then I'm just going to be silent about the pings, and then if one or two of the pings make it into late game, then we have a confirmed non-dealing hand.
If they are Moonchild, we're potentially giving a godfather a kill.
That is true, but I was also approached by a grandmother, so if I get killed in the night, there might be an extra kill regardless, so one way or the other, it's gonna be an extra kill when I die.
Velvet is executed. And I...
Can I claim Moonchild and pick Lucky, please?
Of course you can. Good night.
I better fucking die now. If I don't, I swear to God.
Oh boy, I wanted to pacifist save the Moonchild so bad. But I can't. I literally can't. They executed the grandmother confirmed player on day 1, and this will break like 3 different Typhon lines. This is on the good team. This is on the good team. If they lose, it's on them. You have it on record, good team.
Yep, and I think that the assassin's going to kill the grandmother, so like it's basically Umbi's confirmed to not being in a Typhon line. That's about it.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I need the night order just to make sure that I do everything properly. DA first. Hello, who's protected?
Hello. Dimitri.
Dimitri, got it.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so with the enemy ability, would it be better to ask at the beginning of the night if they want to use their ability? Because it's kind of like a Philo in that regard.
I would.
It doesn't matter tonight.
I would treat it more like Professor, and Professor is late in the night orders. So
Okay,
I want to
that
first
makes
know
sense.
if Umbi is surviving.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So we do the killing abilities, which is Lord Typhon. Let's call that. Hello.
Hi.
Who's dying?
I think I'm gonna go the Lost and Tony, if you wouldn't mind.
Thank you. Right. Okay, we are 100% bouncing that, but I'll make a reminder for me and see who I want to bounce it to later. Assassin first. Hello.
Hey.
Do you want to use it?
Yes, I would like to kill Green BB, please.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, seems you were right about that. And that's dead. Cool. And next, the Godfather. The Godmother. Hello.
Oh.
So, you know, I just realized that you went from being a grandmother to a godmother. That's kind of funny.
That is so true.
Anyway, an outsider side. What do you want to do?
I think I'm killing myself.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
I think that's a good move.
Yeah.
Matilda knows that she's not going to be able to kill again, and that might give some credibility to Daft.
Yeah. I was actually, if Matilda hadn't done that, I would have suggested maybe bouncing to the assassin because they're also spent to help break up the line, but they did that for us. Yay.
Okay. I think I bounce it to the pacifist here, probably. Town has a lot of information. They can figure this out. Poor fucking deaths, god. Yeah. Okay, let's bring Gumby in. Hello.
Hi.
Would you like to choose a dead player?
Yes.
Who?
Well, so far on my grim, only Velvet Thunder is dead.
Okay, so you choose Velvet Thunder.
You know what? No.
Okay.
Wait, yes, I do. I choose Velvet Thunder.
Okay, you are the Moonchild. You are good.
Okay.
Bye.
Now, would you have let them to poke around to see who was alive and who was dead? If it
No, I think that's against the spirit of the game.
I-
If they want to figure it out, they wait and die. Let's see. So we're bouncing to the pacifist. The do I give Finch here? I think I want to give Finch to the balloonist. Like it exposes. Oh, who nominated yesterday? Hang on. Lucky Velvet, Green BB, Ambi, Dimitri. Lucky Velvet, where's Velvet here? Green BB, Ambi, and Dimitri. So out of all the demon players, Ambi is the only one. Ambi is the only one that's still alive out of those that are nominated. So I want to give Finch, I think, to the balloonist. And that might incriminate Finch as a demon candidate, which I think is fine. Okay, so who do I have to do first? Town Crier first. Oh, I want to see Reality's face when she learns a no. I'll bring her in. Hello.
Hello.
So, what do you think you're getting?
I think with that many people, I guess I would have guessed that I'm gonna get a yes.
Nope.
A no.
Yep, you get a no.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Cool. Who's next, balloonist? Hello.
Oh my word, I'm alive.
Your next name is Finch.
Finch. Very interesting. I put 2 outsiders on my grim.
Good luck.
Thanks.
This is the first time I've seen a balloonist make it to night 2.
Really?
Alive.
Huh?
Very confusing to me. I don't know what this means.
I think I've mostly seen balloonists live at least like 3 or 4 nights.
Only
Unless
when they're
they get
claiming it as
executed.
evil.
No, I've been the balloonist. I think I've been like a decently long-lived as the balloonist as well. The shortest I remember, I think the shortest balloonist game that I remember, I had like 3 nights of info. Let's see, what else do we have to do? That's it, I think. Yeah, let's start the day. Good morning! In this very peaceful town, Dimitri has died, Matilda has died, Lucky has died, Green BB has died.
What?
What the heck?
Alright, do we have a godfather?
Okay, Lucky has to be good
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, hello.
So,
Could
Evil's
be
definitely
yeah,
winning.
debatable.
This means that we had, let's see, Godfather kill.
Godfather, Assassin, Demon.
Hello.
My guess is once per game, choose a dead player. You become that character and alignment.
I'll give you a bingo, because you basically got it. You don't change alignment, you just become the character of the player you choose.
Okay. But
So
it
if
is just once per game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is once per game. So if you'd chosen a minion, you would have become a good minion.
Ah, man, I can't believe I picked an outsider in a Godfather game. Oh no.
Them's the breaks. Good luck.
Yeah. Huh.
Nope, that was my fault. In any case, it's worth saying, I think, since I trust you relatively well and I have your role, I'll just decide to trust you and give you mine. I'm the town crier, and I got a no last night, which is...
Amni Sylvan Alsa here.
Okay. I'll put you down as the house saver now.
Cool.
Cool.
I just
That with any of these minions.
Yeah. Okay, I
If-
think like
if-
everyone who died are most likely good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then Lucky's self-poisoning widow probably. If he's evil.
Hello.
Hello, I have left Sandwich in Town Square. Thank you. Okay, cool. I am here to bluff all the storyteller things.
All the things, yes, of course.
All the things. So I'm asking about. I'm choosing everybody every night apparently, and I'm asking about if I learn information. I got a hot last night. Tonight
your Amni
was
bluff.
neighbors hot. Yeah, my Amni
Okay.
bluff. Yeah. And then okay, cool. So and then you're going to give me information for Savant. Okay. So the outsider count hasn't changed, and there is no mayor. Okay.
Cool. Right. Good
Thank
luck. Bye.
Okay. Cool. Bye.
Would you like to claim?
Sure. I will claim Town Crier, and I got a no from yesterday.
Oh, that's really good info.
It is unless Dimitri was Vigor Kill.
Sure. I nominated. Velvet nominated. Who else? You nominated, I think.
It was you, Velvet, Green, Umbi, and Dimitri.
Green, Umbi, and Dimitri. Is this a Typhon game?
No, that's a good question. I have slight reason to suspect Dimitri in particular because Dimitri kind of piled on saying it was for like witch reasons or something strange like that, and then proceeded to die next to me. But also Dimitri, I hadn't claimed anything to, so there was no reason to think that I could be the town crier. So I don't think that's a play. I'm not sure. But beyond that,
if your information is correct, I would like to kill like Daft or Finch because
I agree. And Daft's Al-Sahir guesses were pretty aggressive towards players who notably didn't enter into conversation until a little bit into the day on the first day, which makes me a little more suspicious of Daft.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'll let somebody else nominate because everybody. So you're in the clear. I'll talk and you don't have to nominate. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Welcome town. Lucky.
Let some other people talk first. I'll talk a little bit later.
All right. Matilda.
Hi, I was the puzzle master. Someone is drunk and I'm dead. Yeah.
Theft.
I would like to claim Al-Sahir and guess Sandwich as a demon, Reality as a minion, and Umbi as another minion.
Thank you. Green.
I'd just like to offer Town an explanation to the how many deaths. This is my belief. I believe it's a Godfather, Moonchild, Assassin, and Demon kill.
Lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. This depends on like obviously some people being sober, but there is good information on the Grim that suggests that this is a Lord of Typhon game. In that case, I only see one line of 3 people that are still alive. And I would like to kill Daft or Finch today. Because that would clear a lot of worlds if one of those dies and the game still goes.
Daft.
It's funny that you're leaning towards Typhon because I'm actually leaning towards other things. I'm just thinking out information or not, but like
if Finch and you die in the night, right? Like that clears a lot of fucking worlds.
True.
Yeah, like I think that like it's just Worf.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing worth noting, I don't usually like to play off this, but as far as Daft, your Al-Sahir guesses so far, you've been primarily picking players who notably didn't, at least in the case of Irish Sandwich, weren't in like discussion with people in the first day until a substantial period of time. And while that could obviously not mean anything, I think it's like less reason to suspect us in particular, unless you have other info. I'm kind of curious as to why you've picked groups including I and Sandwich both days.
To be fair, I was just randomly going. I wasn't because the
That's
first 2 days for Answer here is a bit hard because you don't really have many candidates in mind. So I was just switching up between you guys, so it was
So
reasonable.
So you were actually Alcir?
Yeah, I've been giving it to people, so I've just decided to say it.
I want Deft more dead now because that's not what Deft claimed to me at all in multiples.
Okay, yeah, but okay, just assume I'm not the answer. Okay, I'm not the answer here, if that helps things.
Okay, I don't like anything that's going on right now.
Come on, man. Always giving me a hard time.
I mean, I also have more information in town right now because I'm the knight. So like,
yeah.
I mean, between Daft and Finch, I'm slightly more willing to go after Finch. Yeah.
Sandwich.
Can I nominate Finch?
Of course. Tell us why.
People have been discussing the Lord of Typhon, and this is a line of 3 alive. I know there is other pieces of information around town that would want to see this go through. I'm not going to disclose that, it's not my information. This would clear up some worlds.
Finch.
I mean, I'm a general. Not gonna lie, I do think this role sucks ass, but otherwise, I'm good.
Alright, majority's 4.
If you
Can
want,
live
I can
people
put
vote on
myself
it?
on the block. Or, okay.
Yeah. Please vote on this.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
We don't need extra
I think
votes.
4 is enough.
5 is enough.
Interesting.
The Lost and Tony will nominate Umbi.
Tell us why.
Just town crier stuff. Nobody actually has to vote on this. Just trying to help out.
Umbi.
Yeah, if it's just Town Crier info, then I'm happy with this.
5 ties, 6 dice.
And if we're happy with killing Finch, I feel like we should probably. I mean, we could get more nominations, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I like not nominating anymore with what I know.
I agree. I'm inclined to agree.
Lucky, can we chat tomorrow?
Yeah, we can. That's all fine. I have a lot of the Grim right now, right? Because I'm a hard confirmed player with the Moonchild pick. So like,
yeah, of course.
Like I have a lot of information, and I also have my own information that like makes me lean more towards the Lord of Typhon world than anything else.
Fair, yeah.
Finch?
Nah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, say goodbye to Finch then. Bye.
It's gonna be sad if the night.
There we go. They are on Daft's tail, so let's see if he can wiggle this out. I'm calling Sir Dillick. Hello.
Hello.
Who tonight?
Daft.
Thank you. Alright, let's move on to, I believe, Daft. Hello.
Oh, fuck. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to go after Lost and Tony again. Just to make it look more like Yag. I'm just speaking through my process here.
Yeah, feel free.
I really don't. Yeah, I don't know between. It's between Sandwich and Lost and Tony. I think I'm gonna go Lost and Tony.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
you.
I'm trying to think. Do I want to keep Lost and Tony alive or no?
I mean, you could Mayor bounce on the Umbi. If you're feeling mean.
If I do that, I'm scared that Ambi is just going to pick Daft, and that will seal the game. But then again, if they execute the Daft tomorrow, then I think the game is over anyway, because Daft is DA protected.
Yeah. Now, are you going to show Sandwich Umbi? Because that's smart, because, you know, nobody's going to believe that Umbi's another outsider, right? Or maybe they could. There should be two. Oh, I don't know.
There's not been a Widow ping. Is Sandwich a believable demon candidate is the question. I've not been in enough conversations to really know who can be framed and who cannot be framed. Ah, damn, this is hard. Actually, maybe you're right that bouncing to Umbi is the best call.
Go through.
No, I think I bounce it to Umbi, because like either Umbi picks Daft and Daft is dead anyway. Because if they execute Daft tomorrow, they always double tap him. The Moonchild doesn't matter, or Umbi picks a good player, and that gives Evil a chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if Umbi chooses like, well, anyone other than Daft, it's not bad for Evil.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go with that then. And who else do we have to do? We have to do the Balloonist. We showed DSS. I think at this point we just show Velvet. Good doesn't really need more information. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Let's call Sandwich. Hello?
How am I still alive?
Your next name is Velvet.
Oh, that's the worst one I wanted to receive. Okay, thanks.
Sorry. Good luck. I mean, in the end, it's a balancing act. I get that getting a dead outsider is literally the least helpful thing you could possibly do, but what else was I supposed to do? The alternative was a demon ping or a Townsfolk ping. I don't think either of those is helpful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's... Is that us done? No, we did the Town Crier. I think the Town Crier gets another no. Sandwich and the Lost.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay. Hello. You get that?
Hello.
No.
What did you say? You said no?
Correct. You get another no.
All right. Interesting. Got it.
Good night.
I wouldn't mirror bounce a third time, but I think this is fine.
No, I'm not gonna bounce. Like, honestly, this Mayor bounce helps Evil more than it helps Good, in my opinion.
I think it does.
Because I think if there's ever a line, it needs to be that Reality and the Lost Antoni are in it, or Sandwich is in it. Or Sandwich and Reality, hypothetically, if Matilda is also evil. But that's where they have to look.
Yeah, and Reality getting a no here, they're clearing Lost Antoni and Sandwich, which are people who are close to them. So in a Typhon line, sure.
Yeah, exactly. That is pretty much my thinking. Okay, let's head out and start today. Good morning, town. Umbi has died.
Void, I would like to choose Daft.
No.
Is that a claim of something?
I claim Moonchild and
okay.
choose Daft.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, everyone. Just so you all know, I was the starting amnesiac. I was woken up night 2 and asked to choose a dead player. At the time, the only dead player was Velvet Thunder, so I chose Velvet Thunder, and I became the Moonchild. So my ability, which I got a bingo on, was choose a dead player once per game. You become that
I think Daft is
So
good,
you're,
unfortunately.
you're a Philo Undertaker. Very nice.
So now here's the thing, right? We are at 5. If Daft is good, we have to kill the demon today or we lose.
I
Why
don't
do we
think
need
so.
to kill the
I
demon
think,
today?
Final 3. If
I
Go to
think there's
3.
Evil Dead in both the Vigor Mortis worlds and the Lord of Typhon worlds, so like I think we're fine.
Yeah.
No, but we are at 5, so we have to either execute Daft. Like, if we kill somebody today, Daft dies and then the demon gets a kill, we'll go down to final 2.
Can I?
I'm the
You're
savant.
obviously Savant, yeah.
Yeah, I am the savant. I got actually I'll get my night 3 after this. There are two night night 1 information roles in play.
Uh-huh.
There are no drunk players. Like no drunk or poisoned players like Troyson.
That's your night 1. That's your night, day 1, right?
Day 1,
night 1 or no drunk players.
Yep.
Okay.
The outside account has not changed from the base.
Outside account unmodified, yeah.
Or there is no mayor in play.
No mayor, okay.
And there are 2 reminder tokens on the Grimoire, or a Flower Girl would have received a yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, Daft. The information you're giving me suggests that you're the demon.
I think that's how Savant works.
Outsider wise.
I
would think
don't
the
believe
secret
this.
plan
I don't
with
believe it.
It's looking rough. Can I have my Savant info, please?
Of course, I'm happy to just spend some time here with you while you try to figure out like what you want to claim. You're free to ask me for advice about wording for whatever you're thinking about claiming, etc.
So, if I purposely choose the mayor, you just get to decide the kills essentially.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, I would, if there is a mayor in the game, I bounce to a player that I think is worse than the mayor to kill. But there are also times where I just bounce the mayor for other reasons.
Okay.
I will say that if it was a situation where the mayor was the last good player alive amongst all other evil players, then I would never bounce there, for example. I'm not going to bounce the mayor if it wins good the game. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Cool.
I still think that this bounce helped evil more than it helped good.
Are fundamentally at odds in their information, and I think that is coordinated. Because I've seen a lot of messages go between these two.
This is true.
Yeah,
Listen, I like to spam down my neighbors about stats, okay?
Yes,
It's been essays, okay. I was just like, yeah, cool, thanks, Matilda.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to kill the Typhon line. I want to kill the Typhon line.
What's the Typhon line?
I mean, isn't there a different line on the other side of the board as well?
Getting bored
Like,
of getting this information.
No, because that information doesn't work.
there's a puzzle master.
Puzzle Master and Moonchild. You know what? I'm pretty sure Lucky told you this, but I am the savant. I'll just out my information now. There are 2 night 1s, or there are no Droids players. Is my night 1. Like 2 night 1 information, like yeah. There is the outside account has not changed from base. Or there is no mayor in play. And then the last one is there are 2 reminder tokens on the Grim, and a Flower Girl would have received a yes.
So here's the thing, right? If we assume like either your information works, in which case I think that the Lord of Typhon world always works and you're just evil, right? Or you're puzzle drunk, in which case there is a town crier at the board on the board that says the Typhon world works. It's just a Typhon world, and it's most likely just in the top right of the group.
Daft, what was your
i-
day one? Was it
Isn't
two
it
night
possible that
ones,
the town
or
is part of the
was it no
Typhon land on the other
Two,
side?
two no, or no Droids players.
Yeah, but then
Droizen?
daft
Okay.
information is also weird.
Well, if Townfire is evil, then that could also be possible. But yeah.
But I have heard of two night one information.
Is it people getting into
So
night one, or is
I
it you
don't
start
think-
knowing?
I don't think there's an. I think there is someone drunk.
Mm.
No, not you start knowing night one. I specifically asked that as well. Like if
Mm.
like I don't mind dying, but like
Was it night
like,
one
I
characters
seriously
in
don't mind
general?
dying.
Night one.
So like night
Town.
I had to clarify this as well. Whether it was just night one or start knowing, it was night one. So people that get information night ones, that'd be
Cyro's been really
Gambler.
quiet. Do we have anything on him?
I see Velvet with his hand raised, so Velvet.
With that night one thing, it could still be like the savant is sober, and the night one refers to the general, grandmother, and the knight, and the Droizen part that is true, and the Typhon line or the demon part is on the other side of the grim.
That could also include Godfather and Yagababble.
Yeah, what I'd like to do here is kill Daft anyway, because in the world where we have a Typhon line on the other side, right? It's very narrow, and if we do kill Daft and Daft is good, Daft is a drunk savant, a puzzle drunk savant, right? Like we don't lose a whole lot, and we don't lose the game tomorrow.
I'll nominate myself if you need me.
Killing
But-
Daft makes sense because
Yeah, I'd rather
like
not
they're
be a
about to die to the Moonchild. The only world where it is a problem is if the Typhon line on the other side is like between the Lost and Tony to Sandwich, and reality is the demon, and then we'll have like an all evil final 3.
I believe that as well. I'm tending to believe that world.
I am not inclined to believe that.
Okay, but you think I'm evil, so of course I'm not going to think I'm evil.
I don't really believe the Typhon world either.
Okay. For any nominations, please raise your hand. I will honor all requests.
I think we
Okay,
see if you
Daft.
die in the night to Moonchild.
Yeah. Also, I don't know.
There
how
is-
much I
there-
can- Yeah. Sorry, Karen.
The nominations hand that I saw were Daft and the Lost and Tony. So Daft, you're first.
I would like to nominate myself.
Tell us why.
I don't want to be a demon candidate down the line.
Okay,
I
majority is 3.
I might vote on myself, but I just wanted Town to know that I was willing to do this. And I mean, getting my tomorrow's day info would be kind of good, but if Town need to do this, Town need to do this.
Cool. Looking for 3.
And I think sleeping is actually the solution here, because I think in both Typhon lines, there is at least 2 of them dead, so we never lose.
Yeah, I think we get more info about whether or not you die in the night due to the Moonchild.
Yeah.
In that case, sleeping is the safest option.
Yeah,
In
I think
which
it's
case we sleep.
Or just the amnesiac could just not be real and it's not a Typhon. Because in my info as well, because we know we have a Godfather, it could just be Vig. Right?
Lost and Tony, would you like to make a
Yeah,
nomination?
it can be a Vig.
Sure, but then we sleep and then we know.
No, I'm good.
All right, we're going to sleep. Hello.
Well, that didn't go so well for evil.
Yeah. I'm calling
One-
Silverlink.
It's all Umbi's fault.
Hello.
Hello.
Who tonight?
Sandwich.
Sandwich. Got it. Thank you. Alright, let's go to Demon. Hello.
I don't want to. Can I? I want to choose myself, but I don't think that would be smart.
I get that move.
Wait, so if when I kill, it goes down to final 4. Okay. I'm gonna. I don't know who to kill. Sorry. I'm gonna kill. It's either Sandwich or Cyro. think Sandwich is the gambler, but I can easily frame that. So I'm gonna. I could just sink. I'm gonna sink. I'm gonna go Finch.
Finch. Okay, thank you. I don't really understand that play, but okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives an extra execution to the town, is the problem. Now we need to give the town crier another no and another thing to the balloonist. We just give the Lost in Tony here, right?
To the balloonist?
Yeah.
You could give Cyrdelic. You gave Outsider yesterday. They know that they're the outsider, so anyone you give today doesn't mean anything.
I could, but I want to make it look like Sandwich is in the Typhon line and trying to frame the Lost, potentially. That is the only word that I see, personally, because I want to keep Sandwich as a demon candidate, or as a minion candidate with Reality Demon, even though Sandwich could also be demon in the world where it's daft, possibly.
You could give them a dead Townsfolk.
Yeah, but I don't really want to do that. I think alive players are more meaningful, especially in the world where those alive players are the players that we're trying to frame. I don't think it's gonna work, but like we've kept the Lost alive, we need to frame the Lost to some degree.
If Sandwich was framing someone, who would Sandwich want to frame? Who would they want to make look evil? Make him be that person, basically?
Not Reality. Definitely not Reality. So we give anyone but Reality. So I think the Lost is fine. Cyrdelic is also fine, but I can give Cyrdelic tomorrow if the game goes on.
You could do Daft. It might be too on the nose. It might backfire, but I feel like Daft is being executed. And if Sandwich is saying, oh yeah, Daft's definitely evil, then maybe they could push back.
Yeah, but it's still it gives them a final 3 is the problem. So that is why I don't understand the sync, because if they have 2 executions, they will kill Daft. Anyway, yeah. Who's first? Town Crier. Okay, Town Crier. Hello.
Hello.
No minions nominated.
Interesting.
Good night. Okay. I'm gonna stick with my gut for Sandwich and see how it goes. Hello.
Oh, why am I alive?
You learned the Lost.
No. Who's it?
The Lost. The Lost and Tony.
Lost. Oh no.
Good luck.
Okay. Thanks.
We'd love to hear that. Oh no. It's the best part of the game.
I have no idea why Sandwich is so concerned, but I've not been in Sandwich's chats, so I don't know what their headspace looks like. Alright, let's go start the day. Good morning.
Oh.
Good morning.
What?
Okay.
Oh.
Is it Yag?
Interesting. Is it Yag?
Oh, what the hell?
How? No, I cannot build Yag.
What? Wait, what? I'm so confused.
I think Umbi's a bigger good minion.
I think so too.
Okay.
You know, we were
Oh.
building
Very
Vig
possible.
worlds. We were building those Vig worlds, and
No, but like, what's this reason for no kills?
Yag or Sing, I guess. Or we have a fool?
It is
I
possible that
guess.
it was a sync.
Yeah, which is
or
weird.
It's a sink or there's a fall somewhere, but if there's a fall, they should come out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it must just be a Yag, and we haven't been picking up the Yag phrase.
Yeah.
But in any case, we now have an extra execution and we go after Daft, right? Like, that way we get an evil off the board. Either
Well, that depends. If
Umbi was
Umbi is-
evil.
Oh yeah.
Either Umbi is evil or.
And I haven't played with Void a lot, but could have Mare bounced into somebody else and simulated a miss or something. I don't know.
Yeah. How do you feel about adding Lucky? I mean, Lucky's good, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Oh shoot, the request went away.
I got it.
Hello.
Hello.
What are you, Listen Tony?
Mayor.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's the nail in the coffin. Okay, cool. Because that makes Daft's information not work in any world anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's Daft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The only thing that.
What are you?
I'm a balloonist.
That's my outside account.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's good to know.
Apparently the info makes sense.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I hope to hear it at some point.
Yep,
Don't
I
really
will
have
probably
time.
if we sleep.
Yep.
That the Zamni ability was his idea, and I love how it's butterflied to affect this whole game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've done that as a demon before and gotten away with it.
That's fair.
What?
Okay, welcome back.
Yeah. I think the fact that we had no deaths tonight is super fucking telling. Because the two worlds that we could build were basically just Typhon lines, and one of these Typhon lines has a incentive to kill, and one of them does not.
Yeah. But in any world, I think Daft has to be the execution today because that way we get rid of one evil between Umbi and Daft.
100%.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm inclined.
I realized I was muted when I was talking. Anyway, cool. Let's get that savant information.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. There is no Yagababble. Yag. Or the puzzle drunk player is dead.
Understood.
Or Droizen player is dead. I think I'm gonna put.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Right.
No, basically, if the Typhon line was on the left side, Daft was good. Daft would have died to the Moonchild pick, and then they kill the other player, which would be
I don't believe the Moonchild pick, obviously.
Okay, yeah, but
because I'm still alive.
That's fair, but in the Fringe Vigor Mortis world, we just kill you and we go to Final 3 always.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Although I'm actually also okay with killing.
What's your info from today?
Oh yeah, there is no Yagababble in play, or sorry, let me pull it up. A Droizen player is dead.
If there's a Yagababble, they're doing a phenomenal job.
That does contradict your day one saying there's no Droizen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't contradict it.
I mean,
there's also contradiction of basically all the information that's giving is pointing at the bottom left of the grim, and the information from the bottom left of the grim is pointing at the top right of the grim.
If we believe your information saying that no one is drunk or poisoned, then there's more than one or three you start knowings, right?
Yep.
I have 2 on my grim.
I have exactly 2 starting knowings.
Same.
So if we believe that 2 you start knowings, then it's a Yagababble.
Could be Godfather as well, right? Like people that start knowing information. It was night 1 information.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the Yagababble is also a night 1 learn.
Yeah, and the Godfather is also night 1 learn, and we have a knight and a grandmother. So we have more, and I think regardless, I think the worlds where we have either Typhon on the bottom left or the top right are way more likely. But in every world, if we kill Daft, we go to a final 3.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think so.
Lucky, do you also have worlds with Daft this demon with not a Typhon? Considering that I'm, not evil.
Good point. However, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, but even if the Daft isn't a demon, right? We go to final 3 with how this
can be left alive as a frame.
They end in 10 seconds.
Yes. Oh, day ends. Okay, sorry, I thought that was a.
Reality
Daft,
nominates Daft.
Okay, I'll do that
I
first.
nominate myself instead. Sorry.
I saw reality sense first, so I'll do this nomination and then I'll get to
I
you.
do
Dan.
think Daft spoke first, though.
Yeah, I thought I got in there first, but that's fine. Just it's whatever.
I'll take your nomination after. Reality accusation.
My nomination's myself, so.
My accusation is town crier information points towards Daft. Last night, town crier information was a no on Daft, which means Daft isn't a minion. We also, if we believe the Moonchild, know Daft isn't good. So that leaves one role, one option. So I think we push through on this.
But that world assumes that Umbi's real, which I don't think Umbi is.
Right, which is
I'm
perhaps
fine.
not true.
As I said before, I'm fine with dying. I
Can I
was fine to kill
add
him.
pertinent?
Let's please let Daft have his defense first.
My defense is fine to kill me because my tomorrow day's information is not going to be great, most likely. Don't use your dead votes because probably is fine. Yeah, cool. I'll even put myself up, but I do genuinely think that we need to consider reality more than me, but it's fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
Lucky, go on.
My pertinent is that if we're killing Daft exactly for Lord of Typhon World, which means that we need to put exactly 5 votes on this, so that a Typhon line cannot lift this. Because otherwise we might get in trouble.
Even if it gets lifted, we'll have one more day. I don't think we need to waste that many
I
dead
am
votes.
considering the fringe world where the third minion that we haven't seen yet is DA. And that world we need to be able to
Umbi, if Umbi is real, we have to do this. If Umbi
Yeah.
isn't real, then we've got a dead evil.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
it's that's true.
With no ghost vote.
This is how we do it the safest way.
Daft.
I'll nominate Siren.
Those
Claim doesn't match with my savant information.
Sorry.
That's kind of it.
Sarah, you're muted.
Please kill me.
6 lives.
I think Sarah just.
This is one of the night things. This is not the demon.
I mean, I'll put my hand up, but cool.
This is just potential panic.
Alright, I'll give 10 more seconds for any counter noms.
I don't think we're lifting off me. Yeah.
I don't like how this went.
Well,
see.
Daft is dead.
Yes.
Nice.
Let's go.
That was a rough
Sorry.
game for the evil team. Yeah, it was a Lord of Typhon. I gave the evil some pretty strong killing power with one outsider to boot, and then you decided to execute that outsider who was grandmother confirmed on the very first day. And you really tempted me to just save them with the pacifist. And then I thought, this is going to be so bad for the evil team if I do, because it confirms the Moonchild, who is grandmother confirmed, who cannot be the Typhon line in the
It could
bottom
be
part.
DA.
And then it confirms the pacifist, who is in the top, and that means that all the Typhon words are exactly the Typhon words in the top right. So I decided to just let the kill go through, which led to an absolute bloodbath, because Finch killed the grandmother with their assassin ability that night. Matilda killed herself. Daft, I believe, targeted the mayor, the Lost and Tony, who I kept alive for most of the game because the only other Typhon line that worked was on the left side. Lucky had the night pings on Cyrodiilic and I believe Dimitri, who died immediately. Reality got a lot of very confusing town crier no's. Sandwich got some balloonist pings on some townsfolk, some outsiders, and I think Finch at one point, which is what led to the Finch execution. I was trying to get some heat off of that at that moment. And then, my favorite part of this game, Umbi, the essentially once per game cannibal professor something, which shows the Moonchild, and in very Moonchild is a townsfolk fashion, picked the demon.
Did you have to assassinate the grandmother though?
What the fuck?
Go quite nicely.
I almost, almost didn't bounce the Lost Anthony that night because that was the second time they
I
should
was
got targeted.
100% dying tonight.
Can I actually clarify one thing for you, Void? Because you said my second ping was Dimitri, which is not true.
Oh yeah,
My
no,
other ping was-
I think I gave the pacifist and the night ping last game. No, I gave you your neighbors, and I told you.
Yeah, you gave me you made my neighbors, and I mad at the fuck out of you because I built it like, okay, Green Baby is grandmother, therefore good, and therefore the other night ping is probably evil. Okay, what can I build? I see a Typhon knife.
I don't take
Thanks, Lucky.
responsibility for being
Appreciate
meta.
it.
I actually gave you Cyrodiilic because I thought Cyrodiilic is probably not gonna have a great game. They didn't want to be evil twice in a row, so let's just put a ping here so they leave the DA alone. The DA can cause some chaos, but they probably won't execute them because, you know, night pings.
By the way,
Astounding first night town crier information. Never seen it better.
This is why I killed myself, because I'm like, then we can have
Yes,
someone drunk somewhere, hopefully.
Now,
did the
I
demon
kind
sync
of
up though?
realized
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
one
that's
thing I
second
could have
kill.
done differently.
I-
Had I said there was a widow ping, and then still done what I did, then I might have been cooking with some gas.
What, still assassinated the grandmother?
No, Finch, I
Well,
think...
I would have tried to convince you that you were poisoned and that it was elsewhere.
Finch, I believe that in that case, someone probably had to take Gambler as a bluff, because otherwise it still confirms trade minion abilities in play.
Finch, you were also my second balloonist name after the person next to me immediately hard claimed pacifist.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
that was rough.
Oh, so I was always just fucked.
Yeah, no,
I was always
we
going to execute
we
that
were kind of behind. If you were the real General Finch, you would have learned that good is winning for most of that. Actually, probably for all of it.
I only picked Daft because of the info that Lucky had given me, so I really do think Lucky was the MVP of that whole